I ain't wanna wake up. Another chance to get paper. Things I've been through been crazy. No regret, I can't change nothing. See it, she won't ride like a baby. She told me I'm the great one. Watch it since she in pain. Know this life it get dangerous. Shit, I ain't wanna wake up. Another chance to get paper. Things I've been through been crazy. No regret, I can't change nothing.
What it do, what it do, what it do. This life shit get intense. It's Elijah X in this bit. The Prophet and the Problem. You know, back at it again with another one. And today's topic, the New Year. A lot of people celebrate New Year's. Even I do myself to a certain extent, as far as seeing people I know and like kicking it for a little bit, whatever. I went to this little function my homie was having in his spot, and that shit was cool. However, the New Year, new me thing. Stop with that feel good shit, man. Let's keep it all the way stacked. Stop with that feel good shit, man. Because at the end of the day, you still the same person. And just because the day on the calendar changed, if you put a lot, let me reword that. Let me recant. If you have to wait for a certain day on the calendar or time of year to create a change in yourself, and that's not something you think about every single day, you're just blowing smoke. As soon as I hear that New Year, new me shit, I'm about to see the same shit. Guarantee it. Guarantee I'm about to see the same shit coming year. But when you take this shit day at a time and you move this shit day at a time, you develop that compound interest. So it's this saying that I love, and I forgot exactly how it goes, but it's something along the lines of who's gonna be able to chop the tree down faster. Hold on, I gotta look that up again. I couldn't find it, but it was along the lines of we'll just improv. How about that? So it's two dudes right in the forest, and they're like, one guy says to the other one, he's like, "Shit, I bet you I could chop that tree down faster than you." So we'll just say the wise man and the fool. So the fool tells the wise man, "I bet I could chop this tree down faster than you." So they start. Fool starts him swinging away, chopping down the tree, chopping down the tree, chopping down the tree. The wise man didn't start swinging his axe. He spent time sharpening his axe instead of just going into trying to chop the tree down with a dull axe. And who do you think finished chopping down a tree faster? The person who was rushing with the dull tool, or the person that took time to sharpen his tool? Back to that video I was saying a couple videos ago. You gotta make sure your soil right. You gotta throw the compost in there. You gotta give it time to break down and accumulate to make the soil rich. You gotta take the time and break it down, and that's for the past 5 years. In one way or another, that's the time of my life I've been on. So y'all about to be seeing a whole lot more of me soon. Y'all gonna see a whole lot more of me soon, very, very soon. I've been working on a lot behind the scenes. And I can't wait till it comes to fruition. That's how I know I know I'm meant for success. I know I'm gonna make it to where I want to be. I know that life isn't always gonna look like this. And you can't feel bad for leaning into your advantages. People gonna hate you because they don't got the advantage you got. But while they hating on the advantage you got, they ignoring the advantages they got. Because everybody has advantages. Everybody has strengths and weaknesses. Everybody has things they're trying to develop. However, when you're not developing that and you're still trying to float through life and you wondering why stuff isn't really going how you want it to go, is because your axe is dull. Sharpen your axe. Sharpen your axe, my nigga. You feel me? It's time. It is time. If not now, you're gonna get it eventually, but don't let it be when it's too late. My bad, I just received a message. But like, it would be so easy for me to give up right now. It would be so easy. It would be so easy for me to just go back to Salisbury. I can't do that. It's not an option. I've never been one to take the easy way. Because every time I did take the easy way, I ended up having to do more work on the back end instead of just doing shit right the first time. And when you make your life hard voluntarily, everything else is a fucking cakewalk. Everything else. Gotta start putting this mic to use. Oh yeah, hold on, let me pick this up. So, about using my tools, I'm an idiot. I had this camera for a while. It says 5K on the side. I'm thinking that's just the name of the camera. Whole time, this camera shoots at 5K, 30 frames per second. 5K, 30 frames per second. That's solid. I know it's better, but it's definitely better. However, just use the tool you got. That's the tool I have. Gotta use the tool I have. Use the tools you have. And the tools you have, make sure they're in the best condition. Take care of your tools. Take care of your tools. My first time trying to make a vlog with this, I hopped out of the cart and I dropped the shit. That's a sign. Stop taking the shit for granted, because if my shit had a broke or my lens had a crack or whatever, luckily this is all that happened for me dropping it that I can visibly see. I don't know if it's got a focus on it, but yeah, just that little I ain't trying to focus this shit. Just a little scratch to the lens. But don't play with your potential. Use your tools to your fullest advantage. And make sure your tool's sharp. I'll catch y'all in the next vid.